सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Shloka number 7. यथानेकचक्षुप्रकाशो रविर्नाम् क्रमेण प्रकाशीकरोति प्रकाश्यम् अनेकाधियो यस्तथैकप्रबोधः स नित्योपलब्धिः स्वरूपो परमात्मा. The highest revelation of Shastra is only one. That is Ekameva Advitiyam. Ekameva means only one. That is non-dual. Advitiyam. Brahma Asti. Brahman is there. Where Ishavasyamidam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat. Whatever is there in this creation is nothing but the manifestation of that Brahman in various forms, in various names. In various forms and various names, that Brahman alone is appearing as existent principle, as sentient principle. This desk is not sentient. That sentiency is in potential form. It is there, but it is not manifesting. Very subtle comprehension this is. From religion to philosophy, every human being has to travel. Religion says God with form. God with form. Name. Different names, different forms. If you want to see that God in name and form, He is not available to your eyes. But that God is all-pervading. Why He is hiding? Why you want to do that Kannambuchi Vilayat? Why can't He appear? This is what Bhakta is asking. If God is all-pervading, why He has to hide from me? He is not having karuna. Is it not His responsibility to appear in front of me? When a mother hides, baby gets anger. Amma is hiding, suppose. No baby likes. Why my mother is hiding behind me? Because she created me. Why she has to hide? Why can't she stand in front of me? Baby cannot withstand. Not only that, baby is so angry with mother. Similarly, Bhakta, child also is angry with Bhagavan if he won't appear. Shastra says, he is always in front of you. You are not seeing, he is always in front of you. How Bhagavan can hide? Mother can hide, but Bhagavan cannot hide. Why? Mother is not all-pervading. There is possibility of mother can hide behind the screen. Fortunately or unfortunately, Bhagavan cannot hide behind the curtain because he is all-pervading. But then, why I am not seeing? These eyes, with these eyes you cannot see. You require jnana chakshu. Wisdom eye you require. Where is it available? Wisdom eye. It is available in Shastra. In scriptures it is available. That wisdom eye. Jnana chakshu is available. If you get that wisdom, jnana chakshu, you see only God, nothing else. What can I see other than God? When everything is God, how can I see anything other than God? Asti. Desk is, that asti is, whatever exists, all periods of time is astitvam. Desk is, that easiness is Bhagavan. River is, mountain is, hall is, person is, he is, she is. What is this easiness? That is called existence. Everywhere it is there. Where easiness is not there, tell me. Where is God? If anybody asks, where is not? You have to ask. Easiness is God. Easiness is God. Can I see easiness? You cannot see easiness without form and name. Can you see the easiness without name and form? So what Bhagavan did, I am the existence principle, you cannot see me, therefore I am appearing in front of you in the form of objects, name and form. Son is means God is. Daughter is, God is. Mother is, God is. Husband is, God is. And that easiness, mother, father, brother, sister, all may vary, but the easiness will never vary. So this is the abstract idea of philosophy. So from form you have to reach to the formless easiness. Even consciousness. Sat is easiness. Sat the principle. Everywhere. Mic is, fan is, tip is, everything. Then Chit. Chit is not manifesting here. When Sat is all-pervading, when Sat is Chit, Chit must be all-pervading. When Sat is all-pervading, and Sat alone is Chit, Chit must be all-pervading. Sentiency. Why this desk cannot move? Sentiency, if it is everywhere, why this desk cannot move? Why this mic cannot move? They cannot move because they don't have subtle body to manifest the Chaitanyam. They don't have the medium or subtle body, mind to manifest the sentiency of that sun. That's why the desk cannot move. 7 days it sits here only. But you people, going and coming, out, inside, outside. Why? Sat plus manifesting consciousness. So we have extra Sukshma Sarira. Chitta principle. Just as the sun is helping to see the things to the eyes. Eyes are seeing because of sun. Similarly, I am recognizing all objects because of that Atma Swarupa. I know. Mic is, I know this is mic. This mic is Sat principle. The mic is Nama Rupa. That easiness is intertwined in every Nama Rupa. And unconscious of also intertwined. But what I am conscious of may vary. What I am conscious of one time is not the same after some time. I am conscious of now this side I am seeing. Now if I look at that side, I am conscious of that river. When I am seeing a river, there is no mic. When I am seeing this mic, there is no river. I am conscious of. But what is their common? Conscious of. Like this you supply to all objects, all names and forms. Unconscious of is continuously there. Easiness is continuously there. Whatever is continuously, constantly is there, that is Sat. That is real. That is Satyam. That is Nityam. Therefore, I am, I know is constantly there. I am as human being is not constant. I am conscious of something is not constant. But I am is constant. I am conscious is constant. Either in this body or in another body. If object is there, sun illumines. If objects are not there, what sun does? He will not do anything. He remains as sun. Similarly, I, the consciousness, body mind complex is there, I illumine them. I give sentiency to them. I give satta to them. If body mind complex is not there, I remain as it is. Just as sun remains. That's what he says in this shloka. Yatha aneka chakshuhu prakashaha ravihi na kramena prakashikaroti. One by one after the other, sun is not illumining. Similarly, I, the consciousness, is not giving illuminations to each form one after the other. But on the other hand, I am illumining at a stretch. Simultaneously, I am illumining. Aneka chakshuhu prakashaha, who illumines many eyes. Ravihi, the sun, illumining every object. Illumining sun, illumining every object means you are recognizing the objects because of sunlight. Every one of us seeing objects at the same time or not? Now you are all seeing me at the same time or not? Sun is not having any partiality. This person is sitting first, therefore I will help him. This person is sitting in the middle, let me help him later. Because his light is all pervading. Here Ravihi means not sun. Ravi Prakasham, sunlight we are talking, not Golakam, not solar disk. That light of beam of light of that sun is pervading everywhere. In the presence of that light, these eyes are functioning. He says, in the second line, Aneka dhiyaha yaha eka prabodaha prakashikaroti. Prakashikaroti, how to supply. Yaha, whatever be the blessing of consciousness. Prakashikaroti means not an action, it is a blessing. Anugraha. It's a blessing. Its presence itself is a blessing. Mind which becomes sentient. Dhiyaha, yaha, that yatha first, for example, tatha is there in the third line. Tatha means in the same manner, just as Ravi, Surya, simultaneously give light. Give light also not there. There is no giving. There is no giving. It happens, that's all. So, tatha, in the same manner, eka prabodhaha, that one chaitanya. Prabodha means chaitanyam, consciousness. What it does? Aneka dhiyaha prakashikaroti. Aneka dhiyaha means many intellects. All intellects are illumined by this consciousness. All our intellects are illumining or not? That's why you are able to nod your head, you are able to receive my teaching, you are able to grasp the language, you are able to understand, because that consciousness principle, it has got that power to illumine your intellect. Every morning if you wake up, immediately you recognize who is who now. Immediately. And you share your experience also, yesterday's experience, day before yesterday experience. How dhiyaha prakashikaroti. Here prakashikaroti means evident. Just as the objects are evident to the eyes because of sunlight, all experiences are evident to the intellect because of Chaitanya. Just as the eyes are seeing all objects are evident to the eyes because of sunlight. Similarly, all experiences are evident. This ashram is nice. That river is nice. That mountains are nice. Experience. This is an experience. Nice experience. The chill water experience. Puri experience. Kesari experience. All experiences are evident because of that Chaitanya in your intellect. He says, Aneka dhiyaha. At a stretch, all of you at the same time, that kesari vaayila put, eppadi irukana? Sweet. What an intellect. Who knows that sweetness of that kesari? Your intellect. How it knows? Because of Chaitanya. You say, I know this is kesari sweet. That means I know. You put in other words, I am conscious of. I am conscious of kesari which is sweet. As sweet I am conscious of. That is sweet I am conscious of. That means what? I am sentient enough to know that is kesari, that is sweet. Aneka dhiyaha prakashikaroti. This is called prakashikaroti. Experiencing the object is called prakashikaroti. The misleading word is prakashikaroti. Dark light put prakasham varudanu solranga. And the madri in the intellect torch light vechi atma unde prakasham pandradanga. Every experience is a prakasham. Why it is prakasham? Prakasham is that in whose presence you know the things. Very important point to note. Prakasham is that, Surya Prakasha is that in whose presence objects are known, names or forms are known. That is the Prakasha. What do you mean by Prakasham other than that? In whose presence I know objects. Similarly, Atma Prakashi Karoti means what? In whose presence things are known, in whose presence people are known, in whose presence objects are known. So in that intellect, Atma's presence, evidence, I am able to see things, knowing things, experiencing things. That is called Prakashi Karoti. Don't take literal. Illumining. No. Enna illumining? Kesari is illumined. Enna light irukka, enna kesari illa. Payasamlo light irukka. Payasam is illumined by consciousness. Enna puriyum? Sollunga. Prakashi Karoti enna. I know the payasam. That is called illumination. How you know? Because of Chaitanya. Your intellect has borrowed the sentiency from Paramarthika Jiva. Evening class. Paramarthika Jiva, it has borrowed. This Vyavaharika Jiva, recognized, is a Pramata. So no word of Kesari, no word of Pais. In the Swamini Kale on this food to Bati Children. அது சொன்னதா ஈஸியா புரியும். நம்ம எல்லாம் சாப்பாடு ராமன் இல்லையோ. So that is called illumining. Please note this point. Prakashi Karati means knowing. What is that? That Paramarthika Jiva, consciousness principle. Who is he? I am. Saha Nitya Upalabdhi, ever available consciousness. Aham Asmi, He Acharya Hastamalakiyam says. That's why this is Surya Upasana, Varuna Upasana, Vayu Upasana, all these kept to recognize that easiness. Samvarga Upasana in Chandogya Upanishad comes. These upasanas are all to see that easiness in every principle. And one more question arises here. If sun is illumining all objects, why can't he illumine the intellect also? Why you have to bring Chaitanya Swamini? Illumining the eyes, no? Helping the eyes to see the objects. Why can't sun alone? நமக்கு இந்த கொஸ்டின் வராது. ஆச்சாரியர் எழுதி வச்சுட்டாரு. என்ன ஆல் பாசிபிள் டவுட்ஸ். This much time you are talking sun is illumining the eyes, helping the eyes to see the objects, giving the light to the whole universe. Because of the sunlight, eyes are able to see. Then same way, why can't this sun alone can make the intellect also to know the things? In the middle, in the consciousness, புரியாத ஒரு consciousness, இவராத கண்ணுக்கு தெரியாது. கண்கண்ண தெய்வம் அப்படின்னு நான் சொல்லி நமஸ்காரம் கூட பண்ணுவேன். இது தெரியாத அப்ரமேயம் unobjectified consciousness, why you are introducing it? And that Purapakshi quotes Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayad, Gayatri mantra. That Dhiyaha Yaha Prachodayad, அது பிரமாணம் கூட இருக்கு. அப்ப அதே வச்சுக்கலாம். இங்க ஆத்மா எதுக்குன்னா ஹஸ்தாமலக்கா didn't say aham suryaha asmi ன்னு சொல்லல. நித்யோபலப்தி ஸ்வரூபோகம் ஆத்மான்னு சொல்லிட்டாரு. Why can't he say suryaha aham asmi, because surya is illumining everything. Therefore intellect also dhiyo yona prachodayat, dhiyaha intellect, let him illumine. Then Shastra says, say prakasham, to see the objects, eyes are required. Eyes to see, sunlight is required. Sun is required, sunlight is required. And sunlight edukana grahanam time you can't see. That is the sunlight and chana. Sun required, sunlight required, and eyes are required, objects are required. To see the whole universe, eyes, sunlight and sun, three are required. Shastra says, you cannot apply that Gayatri mantra here. You cannot apply that Gayatri mantra here. Fourth entity is required to recognize the objects. Sunlight is required, sun is required, eyes are required to see the objects. Another important thing is to recognize Chaitanya. Fourth factor is required to recognize the objects. Therefore, sun cannot do that function because sun is external. Chaitanyam is internal. Who is knowing? I am knowing. Sun is not able to do that. He is external. Not only that, he has got birth. இப்போ சன்னுக்கு அது கிரகண டைம்ல என்ன பார்க்க முடியும் அப்படின்னா அந்த டைம்ல எல்லாருக்குமே intellect won't function. Suppose sun is going to illumine our intellect, at the time of sun what will happen? Night என்ன பண்ணணும்? அமெரிக்கால போய் உட்கார்ந்துருக்காரு அவரு. இப்ப அமெரிக்கா பீப்புளுக்கு இன்டெலெக்டே வேலை பண்ணாதோ. அதனால இதெல்லாம் இதுக்கு ரொம்ப ஆத்மா வச்சுக்கோ. சாஸ்திரா says Atma is birthless. It has no end. But whereas at the time of Pralaya, the Surya disappears. Why have to go to Pralaya even in deep sleep? Surya is there. In deep sleep, Surya is not there. But you are experiencing the Aham Sukham Asvapsam Na Kinchit Avedisham. I know that I have slept well. How do you know? Your intellect was working in the deep sleep. Otherwise, how can you talk about deep sleep? Sun is not there, sunlight is not there. In the Diyo Yona Prajodayat, he thinks he is very intelligent. We are also intelligent. In deep sleep, sun is not there. But my intellect is functioning at what level on earth? Potentially. That intellect you cannot talk, that intellect cannot share, but when you wake up, medium is available. You said, nalla thoongita yesterday, or deep sleep. Yesterday one student is telling, Swami, எனக்கு dream varadu. I sleep so deep sleep, every time. Deep sleep. You go and ask her what is the secret. She is enjoying that deep sleep. I said, dreams will come. See, in a very, very subtle layer it comes. Dreams illamal irukadu. Silla per recognize panna mudiyum. Dreams they can recollect. Sometimes you cannot recollect the dreams. Very, very, very minute form they will be there. That means without sun also your intellect is functioning. So that is ruled out. Ruled out?
Yes.
Otherwise the doubt will come. Next shloka. Shloka number 8. Atma is that illumines the all intellects at a time. So our all intellects are functioning. What is the evidence? There is Atma. Atma எங்க இருக்கு யாராவது கேட்டாங்க உங்க புத்தி வேலை பண்றது இல்லையோ அதுதான் எவிடன்ஸ். What is the proof there is Atma? This is what question they ask generally people. What is the proof there is Atma? The one who is asking the question, proof, Atma, இதெல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் ஒரு புத்தி இருக்கு உனக்கு. கேள்வி எல்லாம் கேட்கிறேயே, அந்த கேள்வி வர்றதுக்கே என்னென்ன அந்த புத்தியில இந்த சைத்தன்யம் இருக்கப்பா, அதுதான் ப்ரூஃப். ஆனா நான் பார்க்கலையே. ஆல் த பெஸ்ட் நெக்ஸ்ட் பர்த். அதான் some people cannot grasp easily because highly extroverted, highly argumentative, Therefore Shastra says, Shraddhavan labhate jnana. A stiff-necked person can never get jnana. Stiff-necked na theriyuma? Round-necked, stiff-necked, spondylosis moolama or stiff-neck vere. How this Shastra can reveal things? How this Guru can talk? What is this? All these things. That is called stiff-necked. Namaskaram Padamata. I need not bow in front of anyone. I am master. You are master only. That only Shastra is going to say. You are the crown of the creation. But to know that you study first Shastra. That's why first you bow in front of Guru, in front of Ishvara, in front of Shastra. Then Shastra says, Guru says, you are everything. Until that time you have to bow. Okay. First itself, if you raise your head, you will get bumped. Bump means what? Your ignorance will continue. That's why Vinayam, Shraddha, Bhakti. Guru Vedanta Vakveshu Vishwasaha Shraddha. Shraddhavan Labhate Jnanam. And the Adakkam Venu first. Humility Venu. Shraddha Venu. Adhikappura you can say, Na mutyur, na shanka, na me jati vedaha, pitanaim, all you can say later, not first itself. See the next verse. Vivasvat prabhatam yatha rupamaksham. Vivasvat prabhatam yatha rupamaksham. Pragrunnati nabhatamevam vivasvan. Pragrunnati nabhatamevam vivasvan. Yada bhata abhasa yatyakshamekah. Yada bhata abhasa yatyakshamekah. Sanityo vanadhi swarupo namatma. That's the answer he is giving. If a person asks the question, let the sun illumine our buddhi also, just as the sun illumines the eyes, world. That won't work. Vivasva prabhatam. Vivasva means Vivasva prabhatam, illumined by the sun. Vivasvan means sun. Prabhata means illumination. Prabhata means prakashitam, illumined. By whom? Vivasvata. Vivasvata means by the sun. Vivasvata prabhatam, vivasvat prabhatam. Vivasvata means Suryena, by the Lord Sun. Vivasvat prabhatam. Yatha rupam, yatha vivasvat prabhatam rupam aksham pragrunnati. Just as by the illumination of the sun, rupam, the form, aksham pragrunnati, eyes receive. Pragrunnati means they understand. Janati ityartha. Prakarshena janati pragrunnati. Grasping in artha. Grah dhatu. Grah means to grasp. What you grasp? This is desk, you grasp. This is curtain, you grasp. This is a photograph, you grasp. That's called grunnat. How? Prakarshena, purnataya, clearly you grasp. That is why to get self-knowledge also, you require a healthy sense organs. A handicapped person, it's very difficult. Understand? To study Shastra, you require ears. You have to listen. You have to look at the Guru. And most of the teaching you receive from the teacher through the eyes. lot of communication. A deaf person, blind person, handicapped person, physically challenged, mentally challenged person, difficult. அதனால எவ்வளவு புண்ணியம் பண்ணிருக்கோமோ பாருங்க நம்ம, with compared to those people. And some people born with congenital diseases, by birth, chronic diseases, they suffer throughout life. How they can receive the teaching? அப்போ பகவான் நமக்கு இந்த அளவுக்கு he has given everything and we have to make use of it. புரியுது? There are so many millions of people without health, without certain organs, not functioning at all. If I don't use these eyes for that self-knowledge, if I don't use these ears for that self-knowledge, if I don't use my intellect for that knowledge, how much I am doing injustice to this Ishvara's creation. தெரியுமா? இது மேல மகா பாபம் ஏதாவது இருக்கா? இந்த மனிதன் உடம்பு எடுத்துட்டு after taking this human birth, if I don't try, I don't put effort to recognize this truth, இது மேல மகா பாபம் கிடையாது. மகா பாபம்னா ignorance தான் மகா பாபம். Remaining in self-ignorance is மகா பாபம், because self-ignorance is the cause for all sins. Therefore, if you are self-knowledge you attain, you are totally free from papa. Vidyate hridaya gandhi chidyante sarva samshayaha kshiyante asya karmani. Papa karmani, punya karmani kshiyante. This is the only solution. Therefore, Hastamalaka says, Vivasvat prabhatam yatha aksham rupam pragrinati. Simple. By the illumination of that sun, aksham, these eyes, rupam, form, pragrinati, it grasps. Grasping or not? Because sunlight is there, I am seeing the form, I am recognizing that form. She is, he is, desk is, everything. Flower is, fan is, light is, pragrinati. When we are doing? From childhood we are doing. Even baby recognize. Amma see, baby recognize. And everybody. Mother lack, baby feels. And you take some people, you give, baby cannot stay. The feeling, the touch, my mother feels. Pragrinati. Vivasvat prabhat. Aksham pragrinati. That's why baby eagerly waiting for mother. Baby க்கு ஒண்ணுமே வேண்டாம், அம்மா தான் வேணும். அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் அம்மா வேண்டாம், பொம்மை வேணும். அம்மா நீ இப்போ எனக்கு பொம்மை கொடுங்க. அப்புறம் இந்த பொம்மை விளையாடி 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 இன்னொரு பொம்மை பிடிச்சிடுவா. இந்த பொம்மை என்ன, பிளாஸ்டிக் பொம்மை. கொஞ்சம் யூத் வந்த உடனே இன்னொரு பொம்மை. புரியுதோ? அந்த பொம்மை, அந்த பொம்மை go on with that பொம்மை என்ற ஆனந்தம் ஆனந்தம். அதுக்கப்புறம் இன்னொரு சின்ன குட்டி பொம்மை வந்துடும். அப்போ இந்த பெரிய பொம்மை அந்த சின்ன பொம்மை விளையாட்ட. அப்ப இந்த சின்ன பொம்மை என்ன ஆயிடும், இது பெருசாயிடும். இந்த சின்ன பொம்மை அம்மாக்கு டாட்டா பை பை சொல்லிட்டு போயிடும். நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி அம்மாக்கு டாட்டா பை பை சிரியும், இந்த பொம்மை எனக்கு டாட்டா பை பை சிரியும் சொல்லி போயிடும். அப்ப இந்த மாதிரி பொம்மையோட விளையாடி 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 எங்க இருக்கேன், முடிவையே இல்லையே. சரி, அது மாதிரி if sunlight is not there, na abhatam rupam aksham pragrinati. Na abhatam, that which is not illumined by the sun, na abhatam, that which is not illumined by the sun, na prakashitam ityartha, not illumined by the sun. Chakshuhu, you have to supply. Chakshuhu or aksham na grihnati, na pragrihnati. Na abhatam only is there. Vivasvat prabhatam alone aksham pragrihnati. Vivasvat aprabhatam are not illumined. Na pragrihnati ityartha. Na abhatam. Anartham. The eyes cannot grasp the objects without sunlight. That's over. Next sentence, evam vivasvam. In the same manner, evam vivasvam. In the same way, just as the sunlight is there, eyes are grasping. Sunlight is not there, eyes cannot grasp. Similarly, evam, in this manner, vivasvam, the sun, yada abhataha abhasayati aksham. This ekaha vivasvam you have to connect. Ekaha vivasvam, this one sun, yat abhasaha abhataha abhayasayati aksham. By whose illumination the sun illumines the eyes. Yad abhataha, by taking sentiency from this Chaitanyam, that sun illumines these eyes. Sun illenna kan eppadi paaka mudiyadho, and the Chaitanyam illenna sun cannot illumine. And the meaning, if Chaitanyam is not there, sun cannot illumine. The light cannot illumine. Evam, similarly, vivasvan, the sun, yat abhataha, illumining whom, ekaha, one sun, aksham abhasayati, makes the eyes capable of experiencing the form. So, Lord Sun, by the blessings of Chaitanyam, he is illumining the whole Jagat and helping the eyes to see the objects. அவர் இல்லைன்னா கண்ணு பார்க்க முடியாது. சைத்தன்யம் இல்லைன்னா அவர் இல்லுமின் பண்ண முடியாது. நதத்ர சூர்யோ பாதி ந சந்திர தாரகம் நேமா வித்யுதோ பாந்தி குதோயம் அக்னிஹி. This sun, stars, fire cannot illumine by themselves, but they are all illumined by the Chaitanya. Nema vidyuto bhanti kutoyam agnihi tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. This is a very crucial portion in Mundakopanishad. Many places we see. That means the sun is sun because of Chaitanya. You are telling sun is, light is, that easiness belongs to the Chaitanya. Aidi Atma, Chaitanya Swarupam, what? Paramarthika Jiva, OC. Sun can never claim, what? I am sun. Children, solar disk போய் கேட்டு பாருங்க, இன்டர்வியூ பண்ணுங்க. Sun, oh Lord Sun, do you know that you are sun? You ask that river, oh hey Ganga Ma, you know that you are Ganga Mother? You are putting flowers. I am very happy today you are doing Arati. She has come and said anything? Nothing. But who is sentient? And river is Ganga river ki existence who is giving? Aidi Paramarthika Jiva. Sun is, who is giving existence to the sun? Aidi Paramarthika Jiva. Badari Narayana, Badari can never know I am Badari Punya Kshetra. We are only telling Badari is Punya Kshetra. Kedarnath is Punya Kshetra. So Aidi Paramarthika Jiva, Sat-Chit principle giving existence to the whole universe. Mayeva sakalam jatam. Born. Born means what? Existence they have got. Without me they don't have existence. Throughout night, even the sun is their other side. He is as good as non-existent. The moment you see, the moment you recognize that existence coming. So this is a different, little higher subject. When the context comes more, I elaborate. Yat abhataha ekaha vivaswan aksham abhasayati. By borrowing that sentiency from the Chaitanyam, this Lord Sun illumining the whole world. Such Atma I am, he says. Therefore, yatha aham prati vivaswan, aksham prati vivaswan adhishtata. Aksham prati. In the eyes, Pakanamanna and the Suryan irkam. And Suryan in the illumination Pannanamanna, Chaitanya. And the meaning. So, Tatha vivaswan prati atma adhishtata. Shankaracharya says in his commentary, just as yatha aksham prati vivaswan adhishtata. Kannu paakanamanna Suryan irundada paaka mudiyum. Kannu moorna kuda you can recognize or not. So that Chaitanyam is here. Kannu paakam mani irukkom. Ananu ullakulla Chaitanyam is there. I recognize. I recollect because of Chaitanya. Similarly, tatha vivaswan prati atma adhishtata. Next shloka. One more important corollary. After reading this, I will tell you. 9th shloka. Yatha surya eko svanekaschalasu. Yatha surya eko svanekaschalasu. Stira swap. Okay. Stira swapyanan vibhavya swarupah. Stira swapyanan vibhavya swarupah. Jalasu prabhinnasu dhishvevamekah. Jalasu prabhinnasu dhishvevamekah. Sanityo galabdhi swarupo. Another important point is Samanya Chaitanyam, Vishishta Chaitanyam and Rendu. Samanya Jnanam, Vishesha Jnanam. Samanya Jnanam means general knowledge. Vishesha Jnanam means specific knowledge. Samanya Jnanam is common without name and form also, it will be there all the time. Samanya Jnanam is that always there without name and form also. But Vishesha Jnanam cannot exist without name and form. Specific knowledge cannot exist without name and form. That is why it is called Vishesha Jnana. Throughout our scriptural studies, we have to remember these two. Very, very important to arrive at the Mahavakya, to grasp the Mahavakya. Samanya Jnana means Suppose you see this snake, no snake, a rope snake. In the darkness, semi-darkness, you see the snake here. That means snake knowledge. Snake knowledge is Vishesha Jnana. Vishesha Jnana. In the snake, for that, first you come here. There is snake, you say. There is snake. When you say there is a snake, there is a rope actually, but you are seeing as snake. The snake nest belong to whom? To the rope. You know one thing correctly, but you don't know that second thing correctly, but it is erroneous perception. What is that? There is Samanya Jnanam is perfectly right. There is something. But that something is rope angara Vishesha Jnanam and the erroneous perception. Instead of rope, you are seeing snake. So Vishesha Jnanam and the erroneous perception. But that erroneous perception, snake perception, first to say, what do you have to say? There is, you have to say. And the easiness Samanya Jnanam is not wrong. There is angaradu correct da. Anga edho irukku. Anga edho irukku. Anga edho irukku angaradu Samanya Jnanam. அது என்ன இருக்குங்கிறது அந்த விசேஷ ஞானம். கயிறா தெரிஞ்சா விசேஷ ஞானம் ரைட் பெர்செப்ஷன். கயிறு பாம்பா தெரிஞ்சா விசேஷ ஞானம் ராங் விசேஷ ஞானம், எரோனியஸ் பெர்செப்ஷன். அந்த எரோனியஸ் சர்ப்ப அது பாம்பு எரோனியஸ் பெர்செப்ஷன் இருக்கும்போது அது there is அங்க ரோப் மேலதான் அதிஷ்டானமா இருக்கு இல்லையா? சாமானிய ஞானம்ல தப்பில்லை. there is அங்கிறது சாமானிய ஞானம் அது இருக்கு. part of that samanya jnanam is right perception, and the other part of knowledge vishesha jnana ennachi erroneous perception. Erroneous enna paamba paakradhu vandu erroneous perception, wrong perception. So that wrong perception you have to change. Samanya jnanam anga edho irukku angiradhu samanya jnanam. Enna irukku angiradhu vishesha jnanamla da tagararu. புரியுறதோ? கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம்தான். ஆனாலும் you have to withstand. கஷ்டமே இல்லை, but very interesting. See, there is easiness is சாமானியம். அதுல there is no doubt in that. That easiness belong to whom? To the rope. Ropa பார்த்தா விசேஷ ஞானம், ரைட் விசேஷ ஞானம், ரைட் பெர்செப்ஷன். அப்படி பார்க்காமலே if I see it as a snake, விசேஷ ஞானம், wrong erroneous perception. இப்போ இந்த wrong erroneous perception மூலமா I try to run away, I get fear, I get sweating. Swami asked me to something to bring from the desk only. அங்க பார்த்தா பாம்பு இருக்கு, அர்ஜென்ட்டா வேணுமா? I cannot go and ask her again and time கிடையாது. என்னதான் பண்ணணும்? சுவிட்ச் போடு. சுவிட்ச் எங்க இருக்க தெரியல, தேடு. அதுதான் குரு சுவிட்ச். குரு சுவிட்ச்ல குரு எங்க இருக்காரு தேடி தேடி பாரு. Then if you put that light, Guru kindle the knowledge. That knowledge, no, that light, you see what? If there is no snake at all, you will run here without any fear. You run without fear, not backwards, towards. You will never run away from the world if you see the world as Brahman. If you see the world as Nama, Rupa, erroneous perception, Vishesha Jnanam, you want to run away from the world, from Chennai to Rishikesh. From Rishikesh to yesterday one student is saying, Swami, ashramam polam plan panninirka Swami. She herself says again, video ashramam, and she thought of. So in the Madhya, still we are in Nama, Rupa, erroneous perception. Here Dr. was speaking like this. Why my son is so nice after this great girl has come. Once upon a time she was also like that only. This Mamiya, she was also like that. She took her husband in her own hands from his mother. Parampara praptam. அது எப்படி தாங்க முடியாது? நான் பண்ணதை என் டாக்டர் என்ன பண்றேன்? இல்ல சுவாமி, நான் அப்படி இல்லைன்னு எப்படி நான் இந்த அளவுக்கு இல்ல, அந்த அளவுக்கு இல்ல, கொஞ்சம் இதெல்லாம் erroneous perceptions. இந்த விசேஷ ஞானம் நம்ம சாமானிய ஞானம், இது சைத்தன்ய ஞானம். Easiness, my son is, daughter-in-law is, that easiness is samanya jnanam. And the vishesha jnanam, sariram பார்க்கும்போது அந்த விசேஷ ஞானம் நமக்கு தெரியல, அது பிரம்மன்னு தெரியல, ஆத்மஸ்வரூபம்னு தெரியல. அந்த விசேஷ ஞானம் erroneous perception. You are giving the nama, rupa, reality, flesh and blood, mind. It has got வியாவகாரிக ஜீவன்ல எத்தனை வியாவகாரிக ஜீவாஸ் இருக்காங்களோ அத்தனை குழப்பம். Okay, how many vyavaharika jivas are there? How many reflected mediums are there? So many vyavaharika jivas. As many vyavaharika jivas, so many differences, so many disparities. You can never bring uniformity in vyavaharika jiva level. Impossible. That's why in every vyavaharika jiva you find out that Bimba Chaitanya. Then you are safe. Adida moksha. As early as possible. If you are very young, now itself start. You can enjoy the rest of the life. Clear that? If you get this knowledge as early as possible, rest of the life is wonderful. If you postpone only 10 years, 5 years Brahma Jnanatoda Ananda, instead of 50 years to enjoy, at the age of 8 years, 10 years, you cannot receive the teaching because intellect has to mature. That is why from childhood children you have to imbibe the values, samskarams, ella panni konjam ஞானம் வரதுக்குள்ள சாஸ்திரம்ல போடணும். அது போட்டுட்டாங்கன்னா உள்ளமா they will get knowledge by exact age and they will assimilate, and the rest of the life they are all Brahma Jnanis. இப்போ சங்கல்பம் பண்ணிக்கோங்க, என்னோட வீட்டுல எல்லாரும் பிரம்ம ஞானி ஆகணும். சங்கல்பம் பண்ண இந்த இடத்துல கண்டிப்பா நடக்கும். In front of Ganga Devi, this land is very holy land. Every dhuli is so powerful because all saints, Mahatmas place this is. அதனால என்னோட வீட்டுல எல்லாருமே ஞானி ஆகணும், பிரம்ம ஞானி ஆகணும். பிரம்ம ஞானி என்ன காவி போட்டுட்டு ஏதோ குடும்பி வைக்கிறது இல்லை. பிரம்ம ஞானி என்ன ஆனந்தமா அவன் இருக்கிற இடத்துல எல்லாமே ஸ்வரூபம், பிரம்மஸ்வரூபம். அப்படி ஆகணும். அதனால அந்த சாமானிய ஞானம் is there everyone for us. அகம் is there சாமானிய ஞானம். அகம் வாட்டங்கிறது தெரியல. அகம் நான் இருக்கேன், நான் எப்படி இருக்கேன், ஆபீசரா இருக்கேன், டாக்டரா இருக்கேன், இதெல்லாம் விசேஷ ஞானம், தப்பான விசேஷ ஞானம், தப்பான பயத்தில். அந்த விசேஷ ஞானம்ல கொஞ்சம் மாற்றம் கொண்டு வரணும். சாப்பிட்டு வாங்கும் திருப்பி பூர்ணமத பூர்ணமிதம் பூர்ணாத் பூர்ணமுதச்யதே பூர்ணஸ்ய பூர்ணமாதாய பூர்ணமேவாவசிஷ்யதே. ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி. ஹரி ஓம்.